Coming up, we will crown the world champions of the Monster Truck Nation Monster Truck Challenge Series with the biggest lineup of trucks ever. And of course, and the show will feature not only monster trucks but also some of the superstars of the NASCAR racing series, and a rollover contest, a demo cross race, and maybe some more other stuff along the way. Will Bigfoot keep up his consistency enough to win him the world title, or will any of these any of these colossal pile of 32 monster trucks will steal the win and take up the points? It's all on the line. There's no holding back. It's the ultimate monster truck showdown, and it will be carried out on a course never before seen on the M.T.N Monster Truck Nation Tour. It's all up next. Welcome to the M.T.N Monster Truck Nation Monster Truck Christmas Showdown, also known as the Holiday Motorsports Spectacular. Hi everybody, I'm Tom Todd, and we have got an incredible amount of trucks here. I've never seen as many monster truck drivers as fired up and as serious as they are as what's going to happen here tonight. We have 32 monster trucks, and plus a whole lot of other things like a rollover contest, a demo cross race, and some action from the superstars of the stars of NASCAR over there. Before we get to this crowning of a world racing, world freestyle, and the overall all world champion, otherwise known as the grand champion, let's take a look at this colossal lineup of monster trucks. First, we'll start off with Guy winning the bulldozer out of Blackwell, Missouri, and that big bull surely has been great. And here's a guy who hasn't had a great season in this series this year, Tom Ensign Goldberg. Next up will be Tony Farrell and Blue Thunder. That Ford's been doing good all year long. Then it'll be Mark Hall and Executioner, who's had a tough season this year. Then it'll be Wayne Spazanic in Tropical Thunder. He's had a tough season. Scott Hartsock in Gunslinger. Nick Rossi in the Jersey Outlaw. Neil Elliott in Maximum Destruction. Then Richard Patterson in Rampage. Brian Bartle in Little Tiger. Scott Stephens in King Crunch. The most popular truck in the world, the 1951 Chevy panel van, the Gravedigger, driven by Dennis Anderson. Jeremy Ward in the Pony Express. Dan Evans in the Destroyer. Lyle Hancock in Wrenchhead. Andy Hoffman in Nightmare, who has been improving all season, and by chance trying to keep it from going on its roof. Scott Hess in Barefoot. Scott Hess has been driving barefoot for the rest of the season. Fred Schaefer was done for the after Fred Schaefer announced he was done for the year. Then it'll be Gary Porter and the Carolina Crusher, Barefoot's arch rival, Jack Willman and Taurus. Then will be the original monster truck, Jim Kramer and Bigfoot, Gene Patterson and Snakebite. Somebody in Jaws, I'm going to have to check in on that. Charlie Pauken and the Excalibur, David Morris and the Equalizer, Paul Schaefer and the Monster Patrol, Dan Patrick and Samson. He's had a great season this year. Then Bobby Zollner and Monster Mutt. Then a new truck on the block, Candace Jolly, the Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Then Rod Schmid and Monster Mutt Rottweiler, a new truck on the block, and that is not a truck that I own in my collection, by the way. Neither is Jaws. I'll give you more details on that later in the show. And then it will be John Seasock and Sudden Impact, and then the husband and wife team, Michael Vaughters and Black Stallion, and his wife Pam Vaughters in the Boogie Van. We will kick things off with the first round of monster trucks. First, we'll have Gary Porter and the Carolina Crusher going up against Scott Stephens and King Crunch. Then it'll be Jim Kramer and Bigfoot up against Mark Hall and the Executioner. Then it'll be Bobby Zollner and Monster Mutt up against Andy Hoffman and Nightmare. Then it'll be Dan Patrick and Sampson up against John Seasock and the Sudden Impact Ford. Then it'll be Taurus up against Maximum Destruction. Then it'll be Goldberg up against the Bulldozer. Then it'll be Charlie Pauken and Excalibur up against Nick Rossi in the Jersey Outlaw. Then it'll be Rampage going up against Jaws. Also at round one, we will have Tony Farrell and Blue Thunder going up against Candace Jolly and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Gene Patterson and the Snakebite going up against Scott Hartsock and Gunslinger. Then it'll be Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger up against Wayne Spozanic and Tropical Thunder. Then it'll be David Morris and Equalizer going up against Paul Schaefer and Monster Patrol. Then it'll be Black Stallion going up against Lyle Hancock and Wrench Head. Then it'll be Barefoot up against Little Tiger, Scott Hess and Barefoot, Brian Bartle and Little Tiger. Then it'll be the final performance of Dad Evans and driving the Destroyer. Dad Evans planning to drive Blue Thunder at the start of 2015 season in the Monster Truck Nation Tour. Then it'll be, and going up against him will be Pam Vaughters and Boogie Van. And then rounding out round one, it will have Jeremy Ward and Pony Express going up against Rod Schmid and Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And as we get started, my cousin Logan joins me in the booth. Glad to have you up here.
Hey, how are you? I'm glad too.
As Carolina Crusher and King Crunch are set up for round one. Here they go, up and over the cars. First, they got to go over the cars, make a 180-degree horseshoe shaped turn, and then go back over the cars from the opposite direction. And Gary Porter, Carolina Crusher, takes the win, Logan.
I know, that was a really nice race. I'm surprised he won. I was expecting...
All right, as we continue round one, as Bigfoot, Jim Kramer takes on Mark Hall and the Executioner Machine. Both are off, and Logan, Jim Kramer says he's got this field covered.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Coming around to the coming around the turn, back over the cars, it will be Jim Kramer and Bigfoot going up against Gary Porter in round two.
Just like he said.
He cleared all 8 of those automobiles. Alright, next up will be Monster Mutt against Nightmare. Andy Hoffman and Nightmare has been the most improved driver this season. Coming around the turn, Monster Mutt really out in the lead here, Logan.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to win or not, though.
Oh, Monster Mutt got in trouble. He missed the jump. He's disqualified, and he goes over.
Well, pal.
Watch this replay, Logan. As you can see, he approaches the cars kind of cockeyed, and then he clips the tabletop, which is part of the demo cross course that we're going to see later. And what a violent rollover that is.
Yikes.
Wow. Nightmare events to the next round. Stay tuned for more round one action.